We have some breaking news in the National Football League. Ian Rappaport makes it official, and I think, I got a note about this about an hour ago, so this is not surprising that this happened. The New England Patriots have signed free agent running back Ezekiel Elliott. So Zeke has signed with the New England Patriots on a one-year deal that is worth up to $6 million. So just a couple thoughts here. Patriots win total is 7.5. If the Patriots win total moves off of this, something's wrong. But it is really interesting for Ezekiel Elliott signing with the Patriots. As far as fantasy football goes, this is worth up to $6 million. Just for comparison's sake, Saquon Barkley's going to make $11 million this year for the New York Football Giants. So this is not like a guy that's getting signed just to play on third downs, on 3rd and 8, to pick up the blitz. He's going to get work in the Patriots backfield. And I know we all love Ramondre Stevenson, and we all liked him better last year than Damian Harris. Also, Damian Harris got a lot of work last year. The money here tells you that for Ezekiel Elliott, this is not going to be just pick up the blitz, play in obvious passing situations. He might be the goal line hammer for the Patriots. He might play in short yardage for the Patriots. He might get a couple drives here and there for the Patriots. So I think, for people that do best ball drafts, if you're drafting Ramondre Stevenson with the hope being Ramondre is going to be the 3-down workhorse for New England, I think this puts a major cramp in those plans. I don't see that happening now. Ramondre is still the running back to own in New England. He's a lot better than Ezekiel Elliott. I'm not trying to claim otherwise, but I think you have to know, and the money will tell you. We'll see what the actual money is, but Zeke's going to get some work this year. He's going to get some carries down by the goal line. I think common sense kind of dictates that. So I think this hurts Ramondre Stevenson from a fantasy perspective, Ken, but I think it actually helps the Patriots out in a real life perspective. And I'm not saying there's a bet to be made. I just think that this is going to help them when the games actually start.
So week 1. The Patriots host the Philadelphia Eagles, team that Zeke's obviously seen a ton in his career. And one thing that is also true about the Patriots is, they've had different offensive coordinators a little bit. Obviously, they had McDaniels for a really long time. There's a really pretty long run here where Patriots running backs just get buckets of touchdowns. Patriots run the ball in the red zone a ton. They run the ball in goal line a ton. And you can just get massive double-digit amounts of touchdowns by being a Patriots running back. And they signed Ezekiel Elliott. So, it's kind of interesting in that way. I'll be really curious. This is not a, hey, go bet this right now. The market's not even open. I wonder how, and I'm not the only one who knows this, too. I wonder how popular he'll be as a touchdown scorer against the Philadelphia Eagles. You have the obvious narrative there of, a division rival that he used to play for. I don't really care about that at all. You also have, a team that doesn't have a quarterback. They're not going to run Mac Jones in the red zone. They score a ton of touchdowns with their running backs in the red zone. They get down to the goal line, those are pretty realistic expectations. Zeke's going to score a touchdown in this game. I wonder what that price will be. I wonder how that market will get shaped, because I guarantee, I'm not the only one that immediately thought that. Of just I don't know what the stats are going to be. I could score 10 touchdowns this year or more, depending on how successful the offense is.
I think the odds are going to be really short on Zeke to score in week 1. Not as short as for Ramondre.
What do you think him for Stevenson? What do you think those two prices would be? And it's not that you have to get them right. What do you think the difference between them will be?
Okay, so they're 4.5
Stevenson probably
dogs.
starts with a 1, right? +1 something. Not anytime, not first. Yeah.
Yes. Anytime. Right. So what, they're 4.5 point dogs, and what's the total in that game? I just want to make sure I get it exactly right. 46.5, something like that. Yeah, it'll probably be Stevenson. The number will start with a 1. Zeke's number will probably start with a 2.
What would you bet? +200, Zeke scores a touchdown in week 1.
Malik Cunningham +1,200.
Yeah, you did. Who's the third string most obscure tight end possible for New England that Nick can sell you on in the Prop King segment?
Well, how about this?
Oh, you bet one of the rookie wideouts. That's who you're going to give out.
Demario Douglas. How about this? I don't want to bet Zeke at that number. I don't want to bet Stevenson at that number. How about Mike Gesicki? Who's 7'9" in the red zone. How about Mike Gesicki?
And the Eagles. And going against the Eagles, that's always your handicap, is that they don't put a lot of money into the positions that would guard tight ends a lot of the time.
Yeah, so that's just how Zeke, unfortunately, he's not going to have value in that market. But I mean, you're 100% right, though, that
right.
They're going to be.
It was where my mind went
bet.
First. Is just man, everyone's going to slam him to score a touchdown in this game against the Eagles, and everyone can win. That doesn't make it a bad bet or a good bet. I don't think I'm going to be alone in thinking that. I'm going to guess the price is pretty short. When you look at the MGM number, which is 4.5, your first thought, and it is, I guarantee the voice in your head, it says it with this voice where it's oh, do I have to bet the Raiders? It's just and it's not, oh yeah, I get to bet the Raiders. Yeah, awesome. That's not what the voice says. That's not what the tone is. It's the other one.
The voice, it's Al Davis's voice. You need to bet on the Las Vegas Raiders. Week 1 on the road at the hated Denver Broncos. Ken, the autumn wind is a Raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's covered and won. Pride and poise, commitment to excellence, just cover, baby. I want to know, like, who's laying 4.5 with Russell Wilson? Who's doing it? With like a somewhat suspect offensive line. Who's doing it? Against Max Crosby, Chandler Jones, and the Raiders defense. Who's doing it? Not me. Raiders plus 4.5. I think it might be one of my favorite bets of the week.
Oh, man, really? I
think, how about this? Guys, a serious question. Serious question.
Yeah, sure.
Better quarterback on August 14th in the year of our Lord 2023. Russell Wilson or Jimmy Garoppolo?
Until we see regular season games, it has to be Garoppolo right now. Until we see regular season games, and then it can flip back again. It has to.
I'll take Jimmy.
How could it be Wilson? How could it be Wilson right now? How could that be the answer to the question?
I'll take Jimmy. I'll take Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah. A situation where you would want to bet Josh McDaniels, and there aren't many, versus a situation where you'd be dying to bet against him. Like, we're sitting in Vegas week 2 last year, and they're playing the Cardinals. And I mean, the amount of times I hit the live bet button on the Cardinals in the second half of the game was outrageous. I mean, really outrageous. And we bet them before the game started too. And it's like, again, up 24-0 or whatever, and they ended up losing the game in overtime on a crazy touchdown. Like, yeah, love betting against McDaniels there. I don't love betting against McDaniels. 4.5 at Russell Wilson? I'm supposed to, like, love betting against Josh McDaniels? Market already thinks he sucks. Like, what's left? This is a brutal rating. So I mean, can't tell you I'm going to have a bet on the Raiders, but never Denver is got to be the approach here, I think, at 4.5. And I don't know where the number's going either. I guess that's the problem. If I thought it was going to go up a lot, I'd say bet Denver, but I can't see that happening. Seems unlikely.
That was the classic Josh McDaniels game. I'm pretty sure it was 14-0, and then they had like 4th and 1 at like the Chiefs like 38, and he sent Carlson out. Carlson made the field goal, but it's like, what? Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Whatever.
What are you doing?
I put a bet on the New York Knicks to win the title. Like, talked about it on a podcast. Never done that before in my life.
Hell yeah, you did.
They're burying the lead there with Nick. Jeez. Yeah. You bet the Knicks. You bet the Nick. You bet the Knicks to win the NBA title.
Can we like honestly can we not do this with like the Knicks and Embiid just because like I'm getting really excited
to win the title. I mean,
I love it.
That's you. I know. Yeah, you got to hear that and be like. So you're telling me it's the Jim Carrey. So you're telling me there's a chance, honestly. Whereas they don't get Embiid. There's a 0% chance.
I don't think it's possible for me to fall out of this chair because it's an Aeron and it was like $1,200 and it's really.
There you go.
I didn't even mean that as a brag. I just needed a chair because my back was breaking. I swear I didn't mean that as a brag. I bought this chair because I had like a broken back the first week we did the show.
Tough for me to fall out of this chair. You know, because I'm so rich.
I don't think it's possible for me to fall out of this chair is where I was going with this, but I almost did when he said he bet the Knicks to win the NBA championship.